Hi, it's Melissa with Teaspoon Soapery, and this is my daughter Bethany, and we're here to talk about another March soap.
This one is a ladybug theme.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's gonna have some random dots in it, some black balls to represent the ladybug dots.
Yeah, it'll be red and then
a black top and a little hand-painted ladybug on top. And
I'm anxious to see what black. I mean, I'm like, oh. But I did get black glitter, so all will be well.
Yeah. Our oils are through the correct temperature. And we're gonna plug in our stick blender, pour the lye water down the stick blender. And the reason we do that is so that there's less bubbles. And that is up to emulsion. And so we're going to have two different colors, a black and a red, like a ladybug. So we're going to do, can I see the other cup too?
Yeah, sure.
We're going to do two parts one color and one part the other color. So do that much. That's one part. That's about twice as much.
Actually a little bit more.
Okay, I'll put some more
Wait,
here.
because that's 2 cups. Oh yeah.
We'll put this.
No, yeah, you were right.
So we'll do 2 cups of.
Probably needs to be a little bit less, I think.
Why? This is almost 4 cups.
Okay. Perfect.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's good for us to know. We have 6 cups of batter. We've never done that before.
Almost 6 cups, yeah. Yeah, and I'm just scraping this little bowl right here, because we're not going to come back to it. We just want to get all the nice batter out of it.
Yeah,
Okay. I still need this, so don't take it away.
Okay.
So the first we're going to do is this one. Maybe I should transfer it back into there. It'll be fine. This one will be red.
It'll be easy to tell, maybe we pour half of it in, put some of the red balls in beds that we made for the...
Yeah, so this color is Travel Fire Red. Let's see, how much... I can't see through my goggles because they get fogged up. We'll put in a bit more. Okay. Because we gotta save some for the next batch. Okay. And then... that seems dangerous. Okay, let's pour it back in here.
Yeah, we don't need any danger.
Yeah, we make enough messes
Yeah, I
on
know.
our own without the precarious danger. Okay.
So we've been busy. I haven't made soap for a while. Beth's been pretty sick.
Yes, I had a bunch of migraines that lasted like 5 months long. Every day had a migraine most of the day, and it was really rough. So
And you may have noticed when she had the dark glasses on.
yeah, that's usually when my head is really hurting me.
And normally we just go into the emergency room, get a little couple shots and an IV, we're good to go. But with COVID, yep.
Which is over there. Yeah, so with COVID, we haven't been able to go to an emergency room, obviously. Like, that's the last place we want to go. And so we tried a bunch of medications. We tried some different like nerve blocks. So I got some shots of lidocaine in the back of my head, and then these Q-tips they dipped in lidocaine and then shoved way far up my nose. This is just for this batch, right?
That's correct.
For 2/3.
Yep.
Yeah, and so they shoved it way up my nose, and and then I get the regular Botox too. So none of those really together really helped. I was still having horrible migraines. So I'm gonna bring this up to a medium, light to medium trace.
Smells so good.
It really
and the
is.
fragrance
So, yeah.
that we're using is of Nature's Garden Bite Me.
Yes, I think it smells like Sprite or like lemon lime soda, but it does have cherry in it also.
Yeah, because I don't like the smell of Sprite per se, but this is way better. So, and the cherry, the cherry is what so good.
Well behaving fragrance level too. It's not speeding up trace or anything. It does slightly discolor, but we have dark colors, so it's okay. Okay, that looks good. Scrape it off. So yeah, so none of the treatments were working for my migraine. And so they wanted to see, hey, well, since none of these medications are working, maybe something physically is wrong, you know, in your head, causing these migraines since they're not responding to the medication. And so they were like, well, let's check for a CSF leak, which is cerebrospinal fluid. So in your spinal column, there's fluid, and they assumed there was a hole causing that fluid to leak. Okay, I'm gonna pour it in here. You want to tell them?
Okay, so at first they wanted to do an MRI, which Beth can't do, she's allergic to. So then they said, well, let's just do a lumbar puncture, and then they were going to check it with a gauge and do a culture and things like that, and they were going to be able to. So that was on a Friday, and then it was very evident that we didn't know why she couldn't even get out of bed. She couldn't.
Yeah, as soon as the lumbar puncture was done, I sat up, and I had this horrible migraine, like way worse than I've ever had. Well, not way worse than ever. I've had worse, but it was like one of the worst.
So she was woozy and felt like she was gonna pass out. So she's taking the little balls and throwing them all over the house.
So I'm trying to throw them deeper because I was not smart and did 2 layers. I just put all the floppy, all of the.
Time for best medicine.
Yeah, I was not smart, and I did poured it all in. So we're, because we want the dots to be the ladybug dots all throughout. Yeah. Anyways, continue. As I throw them.
So then they thought maybe she had a spinal leak for real this
caused
time.
by
Caused by
the lumbar puncture that was supposed to see if I had a spinal leak.
So then they said, come to the emergency room.
Yes.
Which were terrified, as you can imagine why. So we go to one particular place they tell us to, and they're like, and Beth cannot walk without a walker or
a wheelchair.
And at this point, she couldn't even sit up.
Yeah, because every time I sat up, the pressure in your body changes, and because I didn't have enough spinal fluid, it caused a lot of pain.
And for those of you who are thinking, I didn't see it spilling out. I looked, so I don't know where it was going. But so we get there, and and they're like paranoid, like she has to come in only by herself, and she has to sit in a chair, and no one can come in with her. And I'm like, that's not working. So we ended up, after a couple calls, we ended up going to another place who let someone come in with her, and they just had different settings. I mean, they were set up differently.
Yeah, there was a place I could lay down, like on the benches.
Yeah, and they had big enough waiting room that someone could go in with her. So I sat in the car. Her helper came in with her.
Yeah, my what do you call it?
Care provider help.
It's not called care provider because that's a doctor.
Okay.
A care. I don't know. Care assistant?
Could be, whatever. But to be honest with you, I sat in the car. They only let one in, and I didn't want to sit all those hours around people who could have COVID. You know, plus I figured Courtney had the badge, and you know, and so that whole thing. So she was in there, I don't know, about 7-8 hours, you know, waiting her turn as she should, because she wasn't in distress. She was laying down. And then when she came...
Hold on, I'm topping this down. Nice and flat.
Oh, perfect. So then when she came out...
Yeah, so in the place they did what did they do?
patch.
A blood patch where they draw blood from your arm, and then they inject it into your spine.
Which I had never heard of.
It like seals the hole that the lumbar puncture had caused.
Which is part of your own body, so there's no, you know, issues with it causing trouble with your system and stuff.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. And then
one of the cloths.
Oh, sorry. So then she was feeling better, except for a horrifying pain, because while she was there, I said, get your migraine medicine. So they were nice enough to give her the migraine medicine that she needed.
Mm-hmm.
Except for, you know, you can't bend, twist, pick up anything.
For like 4 to 6 weeks after you get the blood patch, because the blood patch could break.
Right.
And then you'd have to get another blood patch.
Yeah, and you know, with her with the connective tissue disorder, they wanted her to be super careful, but all fixed. Well, fixed as it can be.
Yeah, my back is hurting, and I still have headaches. I'm verging on a migraine, but you know, it's a lot better. It's livable.
Show them your arm.
Oh yeah, my arm is all bruised up. I don't know if you can see, but it's all bruised up and then my wrists are bruised up, and this arm's bruised up.
Beth has very teeny veins, so.
Yes, they're not good for, Whoop. Alright, hold on, I'm sweaty. Can I make a call?
Hard-working girl.
Yeah, I have very little teeny veins, and they are not good for drawing blood. I have one good vein, this one. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put the rest of the fragrance oil in this later.
Black.
Yes.
I've never done black before.
Nope. I'm gonna buzz this a little bit.
Do we let the red sit for a second?
Just for a little bit.
Okay. And we'll go ahead and do that.
But yeah, so I'm pretty good now. You know, obviously I still have all my chronic illnesses that cause pain every day, and you know, but
quite an adventure. A friend of mine, her children have some stuff going on medically too, and she asked me how our visit to the emergency room went, because those people who have, you know, stuff and that they have to go, you know, often, or their children have stuff where they have to be at the emergency room, it's quite changed with COVID. I mean, they're trying to be safe, and you know, there's so many people. I don't know if we're as fortunate because it's a small town we live in. But there's still room in the emergency room. There's still room at the hospitals. But
yeah, but it's definitely different.
It's different. Yeah, it's not the care is different. It's not that they're not doing a good job. They're just like in a panic, trying to keep everybody safe, and I'm sure they're understaffed. Oh, black.
Okay, and I'm just gonna pile the rest of this soap on top. Just kind of mound it up, and then we'll give it a little bit of a texture. And then we have some black onyx Enviro glitter, which is environmentally friendly glitter. It's also body safe, and it's, you know, not not bad for the environment or anything, because normal glitter has plastics in it. And so I've mounted the rest of the soap up, and we'll give it a little texture because we have some black glitter and some little ladybugs made out of mountain pour. Okay, and we'll spritz it with rubbing alcohol a little bit, just a light spritz so that the mica that's on the ladybugs won't run. And there we are.
We'll see you for the cut.
Okay guys, here we are to cut our little ladybug soap. I'm excited to see what's inside.
Me too. It smells so good.
It really does. It smells very like soda pop, like cherry Sprite or...
Much better than cherry Sprite.
No, I think it smells real nice. Okay. Now we're going to have to kind of chop off a little bit off the end so that the ladybugs will be
lined up.
Because our bars, well, our big loaf is larger than it's larger than 10 inches exactly, so it doesn't make 10-inch bars. Okay. It smells even stronger when you cut it. It smells so nice.
Okay. All right.
Go.
Oh, how good. Another ladybug spots.
Spots. And then the little ladybug on top.
That is so cute. It's got like crazy amount of spots.
On one side.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I knew they weren't going to be even.
No, it's fine.
Which is fine. It's the idea. It's like an abstract ladybug.
I know when I was a kid, we used to try to find ladybugs. So as a tomboy, so we tried to find everything kind of buggy. Yeah.
Yeah, I love ladybugs. They're really special.
You know, when I was a kid, they had this funny thing, us in the playground. Oh, they would say if a ladybug landed on you and how many spots there was, that's how many children you had. I was always on hunt for one without any spots. It's a good thing for Beth I didn't find one.
Yeah. See, most of them are kind of congealed up top. This shows a few more down below, but that's okay. I mean, it'll be different in each bar. It's the idea of the ladybug rather than the perfect execution of the ladybug.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know, if we wanted the perfect execution, we could have done like logs,
right?
You know, but I think it's turning out nice. Don't want to cut no ladybugs. Hi, Andy. Andy's asking to come up and be in the video. Andy's one of our dogs, if you don't remember from before. He's the one that screams. No puppies around soap.
Nope, no puppies around soap unless it's their soap.
Yeah. Which, you know, some people do actually make cold processed soap for dogs, like a specific recipe.
Oh, that would be good.
I think that would be something interesting to try eventually.
Yeah.
You know, I want to do some more research because they put in a lot of essential oils that like are controversial for dogs. So some of them are too drying, or like some of them are like, your dog should never be around this essential oil, and then they're like, put it in their shampoo.
Right.
So, you know, a little questionable. we'll finish cutting up this bar and then we'll bring it back for the next one. Oh, let's cut the other one. These ones are a little more squished to this side.
Yeah.
So we'll do like an end cut like that. And we'll shave off the end.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That must be mine.
No, I'm pretty sure this one's mine.
Darn it.
Hi, sweet Andy. Andy Love. He's like, get up, mommy. I smell goodies on the table.
Yeah, he doesn't quite. He still keeps looking for something to eat when we soap. Comes out and smells them all when they're drying. Like I can. He's kind of blind, so he doesn't know what he's looking at. He just knows it smells like food somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that one. That one's nice. Go. We'll bring it back and show you all the cut bars once we're done. Okay, and here we are. Here's all the ladybug soaps. Here's a nice up close of that one. Let's see if we can get the ladybug to focus a little bit. Mostly. There we go. And I hand painted those little dots and the little black head on each of the little melt pour ladybugs. And then we have some pretty sparkles on top. And they do smell delicious. There you go. Okay, and here it is. Finished bar. It looks great with all the little balls inside all the way through. And the black and the red turned out wonderful. The black is really nice and dark. No gray, glitter on top, little embed, little ladybug. I think it's super cute. It smells like soda.
Yeah.
It smells really great. This will definitely be a fun little soap for the beginning of spring kind of
Great
thing.
for children. They love it. I know as a kid I loved to chase ladybugs.
Yeah, I think it's fun. It's fun and different to have a, like a bright, stark colored soap, Like, I don't know, gives a little joy in your life. So you can find this soap. It'll be out March, and it'll be on our website, teaspoonsoapery.com, and on our Etsy page. Our Etsy shop is Teaspoon Soapery as well.
It'll be available with our other March soaps.
Yeah. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like if you'd like to, and leave us a comment. We'll get back to you.
Great.
Thanks for watching.